My father was a sole trader. He was a panel beater. He was self-employed for 20, 30 years before retirement. My mother worked in bookkeeping, accounting, and eventually became a bursar of a school. So she actually had a lot of responsibility there in terms of building up the organisation financially and practically. So she has a much better idea of running a business than my father does, even though my father ran his own business. But my family always had a sort of very safety first approach to work and employment, so I think they really wanted just to see me in a nice, safe, secure job, ideally one with a certain amount of credibility or reputation, and earning a reasonable income. So that was sort of my background. It was sort of don't take risks, be cautious, play the odds. My exposure to other businesses over the last few years because of my work has given me another point of view, which is actually, you can do this. You can make it work. You don't have to be special to start a business. You just have to have something you love doing and a way of making money out of it. And you have to be prepared to take a bit of risk. But you take risks all the time. I've been made redundant twice. Every job's a risk, especially at the moment. So why not? I don't feel any less secure doing this than I ever did in a job, to be honest. Here now to start a business than it's ever been. A lot of that is down to the advent of the internet and online marketing. It gives you a direct route to your customer base and gives you a lot more control over your marketing and your messaging and your PR. You're not reliant on yellow pages, for example, or press advertising. You can do things more yourself, which I think is very important. It's a very important cultural change for small businesses. There's also a much wider range of things you can be doing. I mean, you can make, because of the internet, you can make a living out of a niche business because you can get a global customer base. Previously, it might have had to have been a part-time hobby. Now you can turn it into a full-time business. In terms of challenges, well, it's all around finance, really, I think. It's getting the money to set your venture up and to keep it running. And I know there are a lot of issues with businesses, small businesses in particular, getting bank funding, for example. But you know what? I don't think it should be easy. I don't think you should just be able to go, I want £50,000 and get it. I think you really need to be extremely rigorous about your idea and your plan if you're going for funding, and present a really strong case. So money is always the biggest challenge for every business, I think. The next is keeping up with your market, I would say. Keeping informed, knowing what's new. Technology changes so quickly, taste change so quickly, new people enter your market, competitors come and go so rapidly. You've got to keep on top of all of that, and I think that's a big challenge. So for me, it's all about finding out, who are the good people I can work for? Are they paying okay? Are they reliable payers? Is the work interesting? Do they treat you all right? So that's a big challenge for all businesses, I think, is keeping on top of your marketplace and knowing what's going on. Operationally, well, it depends on your business. I mean, if you're a business that has to buy in more materials, so maybe you're a manufacturing business, your costs are going to be very high at the moment. So that's going to be difficult. Do you pass that cost on to your customer? Do you absorb it? How do you deal with that? For businesses that are larger than mine, then of course you've got all kinds of regulatory challenges come into play. If you're employing people, health and safety to think about. I'm very simple. I don't have to worry about that. And that's the beauty of what I do, is it's me. It's just me. In my room, I don't have to service premises. It's just me, my laptop. My biggest problem is going to be if my laptop breaks. That's my biggest potential problem, frankly. That and not getting any customers.